Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, guys. Let's update our view on the Bitcoin market as usual on Mondays. Today we need to consider a very important thing. It's actually the shape of the market that it could take on the way to the 110 target or even the high standing targets. Appearing of the grabber here, as we discussed last month, and actually was the background for our taking long position, suggests that market should take it out of the stop. But currently, the market performance and the potential patterns that I see on the weekly chart tells us that overall road to the 110 area might be a bit bumpy. So what I mean, that actually the performance that we have and the possible consequences that we will discuss a bit later in this video will not break the idea of the grabber and will not break the idea of the possible touching of the 110 area and even moving further to the 127 target later in this year. But you should know some nuances that could save lots of money for you. So on a monthly chart, everything stands just great. So yes, we have this upper prediction continuation in May, really great upper prediction here as well. But currently something curious is start happening on lower time frames. In fact, we start getting the retracement that actually has no technical background. Market is not at everbad, not on the monthly chart, not on the weekly, not on the daily. Market is not at some strong resistance area and not at some important target. So this retracement mostly is driven by some either external factors or result booking among the investors or some other things, which is not quite predictable, and that's why it is the actual source of the risk for us. And the reason for that might be from the technical point of view. You could see actually on a weekly chart. That is potentially the pattern that we could get. And that's the particular the pattern that I need to talk to you about because some traders, when they will see a starting of the deep retracement here, when the market hasn't actually taken out of the top, it might be, well, some kind of not the panic maybe, but some warnings about this nervous. Investors might become nervous because this retracement stands a bit unreasonable. So what is going on? It's actually everything great for us, no overbought. Target has not been reached. What's happening? Why we are dropping? It's actually, the reason is just in this technical moment. That market might start forming a kind of the big reverse head and shoulders on the top. That happens very often. Besides, if you combine this downward action and that upward action in a single candles, you will see great bullish engulfing pattern. For this purpose, you need to take a look at some very long-term chart, maybe 3 months. So if we trying to do this, here is also a bit not quite correct timing. We need probably some different timing, specific timing. But you got an idea. So what I mean with this thing. And here we will get just simple downside retracement that happens almost every time when the market forms an engulfing. And on the weekly chart, it takes the shape of the reverse head and shoulders. So that's absolutely normal. So what I would like to say is that the way of the market to the 110 and maybe higher, and completion of the target of the grabber might be a bit not straightforward. So it could show first the pullback and then reestablish the upper direction. So that's very important for us now. And things that we see currently on the daily chart and lower time frames tells us that probably at this moment it would be better to not take in any new longs by far. Be patient and see how the performance will happen, what the retracement will be, because reversal here looks really fast, which is not normal for a bullish market. In fact, on the daily chart today we could get great reversal bar, suggesting deeper retracement on the market. Supposedly based on this potential left shoulder, right, we could get the return back to the 90 even area, 90, 92 maybe. So, and it could take shape in some kind of the ABCD pattern maybe, something like this. So from that standpoint of view, I would say that the bullish context that we have on the longer time frames is not failed. It is valid, but we need to be patient and wait when this downside reaction will be over, when the market will complete this retracement, and then start searching chance to go long once we will see the first signs that it's housing. So speaking about very short-term trading, if you trade on the daily intraday charts, your context here is bearish. Why? Because you have the bearish trend, market is not at the result, and you are getting, it is not confirmed yet, this is today's session, but you are getting big bearish engulfing and potential reversal pattern. That suggests you to consider taking some scalp short positions, maybe on longer time frames. So on the 4 time frame chart, you could see that our setup, how it works. We said it should start our prediction right from the 101, and it has happened. But occasionally, market has not complete 1618 target. It complete just the 127 target of the butterfly. Correspondingly, with this type of the performance, market returning back to the 101, I just for a moment will take out of this butterfly. You could get here actually, I'm not sure that definitely will happen. Market could show just straightforward downward action, but potentially you also could get here 127 head and shoulders pattern. That also possible. So other words speaking, if you would like to go short with this minor setup, wait for the minor pullback here, for this minor rally, and trying to sell it on some retracement. You could see on the hourly chart that market also stands in some kind of the upward flag. Here is 2 moments to consider. First of all, let's still put the levels just to show you, so you do not need it to do it by yourself. So what the levels you could consider with this, where you could try to take the short position. Here's actually 2 levels, 104, 105.20. Well, based on the top of the potential left arm, it might be somewhere in between. So 104.70, 50%. So anyway, between 104 and 105.20, you could consider potential taking short position if you would like to. And this is first moment. And second moment, what I would like to, and final actually moment, it's a bit theoretical. So this type of action that you see, many people ask me about the double repo, what the nature, how it works, what's actually happening. This top, this is not a double repo, but this top indicates perfectly how double repo works. Take a look, for instance, bulls have controlled the market, moving higher, then the retracement where new bulls are stepping in. The new buying push price above the top, suggesting that this is probably the continuation of the bullish tendency. Break-even traders also taking longs here, and then suddenly bears stop the bulls, reverse the market, stops beginning to trigger. First, the stops of those who are taking a position on a breakup, adding fuel more, and market collapse touching the stops of those who taking position here. So, and that's having a sharp reversal. That is how the double repo works. And this part, why I'm actually was speaking about that it's too aggressive reversal for normal bullish market. Here is actually really very aggressive performance. That makes me think that retracement will be deeper on the Bitcoin, and that makes me think actually why I actually called to not be hurry up with the taking new longs position, see what will happen. So that entails what we have as a bottom line. Those of you who trade on the longer time frames and would like to take the new long position should sit in the hands and wait. When this pullback will be over, downward retracement will be over. Those who trade on the daily intraday charts theoretically could try to take the position with this downside action, wait the pullback for the area between the 104, 105.20, and then consider possible taking the position with the downside, some kind of the A, B, C, D pattern, the target something like this. So that's all for now. I'll see you next time.